Welcome back to Black Video News. I'm Lawrenceville Harper. We are at the 17th Annual Western Gala of the San Antonio chapter of Links Incorporated. We have a special guest who's going to introduce herself and tell us all about tonight's special event.
I'm Francine Prosser Johnson, and I'm the logistics chair for the event tonight, and we're just excited that so many people have come out to share with us in our endeavor, because this is really about scholarship and us giving back to the community.
Now, about giving back to the community, can you tell us more about Links Incorporated, the type of scholarships that you give back and how you're able to help the youth in the community?
Well, the type of scholarships are centered around our young people, just across the board. We have an endowment at St. Philip's College, and so there is money that is from that endowment that is given to the students at St. Philip's College.
Now, St. Philip's College, the students, are they well aware of this scholarship? Because you have millions of Black Video News people who are watching this. So how could they find out more information about this scholarship?
They can contact St. Philip's College, and so through their scholarship department or, at the school, they can get any information that they would need about that opportunity.
So I hear that you were a chair of a certain section of this wonderful event. Tell us, what was your day-to-day? What did you have to do?
Well, that involved logistics, so that is in the actual planning of the event in terms of seating capacity for it, working with the caterer, Pedrati's, the location that we're at tonight, where we've had it, so talking with them and negotiating contracts and just making sure that everything comes together as it needs to, with a lot of help from all of the other ladies in the organization.
Well, I can tell you, as somebody who ate the food here, this came together wonderful. This is a beautiful event, and Links Incorporated San Antonio chapter are doing a wonderful job. So we're going to close out, and
Francine
and Lawrenceville, Black Video News. As you can tell, we're still here at the 17th Annual Western Gala, sponsored by the San Antonio, Texas chapter of Links Incorporated. We have a guest who's going to introduce himself.
I'm Kerry Clatt.
Okay. We took time out of this night for you to stop eating your food, be with your beautiful wife, and ask you some quick questions about what do you think of the current status of the political climate of what's going on in the country now?
I think it's frightening. I think I'm feeling what a lot of folks are feeling, and it has nothing to do with being a Democrat or being a liberal. It's just being a good American and a decent person. I think that a terrible mistake was made on November 8th, not because of the party that won, but because of the man who won. And he's done nothing to calm our fears.
So as far as calming our fears, what do you see happening? Because everybody's focusing on the first 100 days. What's your prediction? What have you been noticing so far?
I think that one of the things that's happening is you're having a lot more Republicans who are beginning to concede that maybe things aren't all right with them mentally, and I think that's when things start to really change. When you have more, it's like when Nixon. It's when the Republicans' leadership starts going out against them that something will change. And I seriously doubt that President Trump will be president 2 years from now. I seriously think it's going to be impeached.
Okay, thank you for giving your honest opinion. More on Black Video News soon. Welcome back to Black Video News. We are here having a good time at the 17th Annual Western Gala. Got two special guests, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Paul Hoskins.
And I'm Michelle Hoskins.
Okay, so what brought the two of you out to this wonderful event?
We're actually here with our marriage ministry group, Agape Christian Church, and we have a small marriage ministry group and the Garden Ridge group, and we're all here tonight supporting the Links Western Gala.
And what a better event to come out to a Western Gala as a married ministry. So tell us, what fun things have you all been doing tonight in the ministry?
Well, what happens here stays here. But at the same time, one of the things that we've done is we've been able to fellowship with other married couples, as well as do a little dancing, letting our hair down a little bit, bidding on some of the auction items, as well as being able to give back to the community, but helping them fundraise to raise money for education.
Now, when you talk about education, what are some of the main advantages you've seen coming out here tonight? What did you see here tonight that you would not have seen or known about if you would not have attended?
Well, the scholarships, donating money for scholarships to, scholarships.
Well, yeah, the scholarships is a small part of it, but the bigger part of it is just a camaraderie business people, community leaders, seeing some of our elected officials here, us all coming together to make sure that we're providing educational opportunities for our youth. That's the biggest thing, is that I think a lot of times people take for granted that kids can go to college. A lot of our kids don't have the opportunity, especially in the African American community. They don't have the opportunity or the funds to go to college. And so to see what the Links is doing in terms of fundraising and making sure that that money is coming back to the African American community, it means a lot to us.
So, thank you. We hate to disturb you on your date night, but we had to get some input from you, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, we don't get this too often, so we got to take advantage of it.
And it sounds like you took advantage of it. You look beautiful with your Western wear, so does everybody else. More from the 17th Annual Western Gala here on Black Video News.
All right.
Welcome back to Black Video News. We are still here having a good time at the 17th Annual Western Gala, sponsored by the San Antonio, Texas chapter of Links Incorporated. Got a special guest. Tell us who you are and where you're from.
What's going on, everybody? It's Akeem Brown with San Antonio for Growth on the East Side, where I have the privilege and honor to serve as the Director of Operations.
Director of Operations.
That's right.
Tell us more about that. If I'm looking at Black Video News for the first time, what is a Director of Operation for Sage?
I keep the organization running, the fuel pumping. So growing the east side of San Antonio, making sure businesses are moving into the east side of San Antonio, but also expanding the capacity of the current businesses on the east side of San Antonio. So anything that has anything to do with growth, I make it happen, or I'm a part of making it happen.
All right, anything dealing with growth, this man right here makes it happen. What is the latest? What's the news you want to spread about Sage? What do you guys have that's coming up?
Well, the biggest thing that I want to spread is, just last week we awarded 12 new businesses with storefront grants. And so to date, we've been able to award almost over $810,000 of storefront grants to Eastside businesses. And so I'm really excited about that. More is coming. We got 3 more quarters left in the year. So if you're looking to improve the exterior facade of your business, contact us. We're ready to make it happen.
All right, business owners, if you need that exterior, that facade done, you're going to contact Sage. Now, how would they get in contact with Sage?
Yeah, they can always reach out to our office at 210-248-9178, or they can also go online, sagesanantonio.org.
Sounds good. More at the 17th Annual Western Gala. Welcome back to Black Video News. Lawrenceville Harper. Can you give us your name?
How you doing? I'm Dr. Ron Kelly.
Dr. Ron Kelly. Let's talk about education.
Yes. Well, education, the state of it today is kind of up in the wings right now. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of new developments, so a lot of it is positive. We hear about a lot of the negative, but there are a lot of positive things going on, and I'm just glad to be here at the Links event, because the Links it's an organization that does so much for education, and these women are role models for young girls. So to have an organization of so many professional women, this is definitely something that our youth need to know about. So glad to be in the field of education and glad to be at an event that supports education.
Now, when you talk about the Links, we've heard scholarship all night. What are your success stories with the young youth who've received a scholarship from this wonderful organization?
Here's the thing. They start off with the community college students, and that's the basis of it all, because those are students a lot of times that are not even sure if they want to continue on in college. If you influence their lives in those first 2 years, then they become ready to go to 4-year universities, and a lot of those students now are going to top-tier universities. So we have African Americans at Harvard, Yale, Princeton, all of those places where they're able to get in, get a great education, a lot of times for free. I tell students all the time, I went to the University of Texas with a full scholarship because I worked really hard. So students know now they can work hard and set goals and really see the rewards from that.
All right, so how would our Black Video News viewers get in contact with you to find out more information?
All right, well, my company, I serve as CEO of NSI with a National School Improvement Corporation, and our website is www.nsicorporation.net, and we're one of the top providers of staff development for teachers. So when you hear Staff Development Day, when the kids are out, we're the ones there training the teachers. I actually just got off the road from doing that, but it's great work. I'm a former principal, and now to be CEO of a national company, I just want to give back. I mentor boys. I spend a lot of my time mentoring young men at Martin Luther King Academy on the east side. So it's all about giving back. That's the key to the whole thing right there.
So we got a traveler, we got a brother who gives back right here on Black Video News. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Welcome back to Black Video News. We have history, we have legacy of the San Antonio chapter of the Links. Please tell us your name and just tell us how long you've been in this organization and what you've seen.
Wow, my name is Aaronetta Pierce, and I had the honor of being inducted into the Links in 1975. And that's about 40 years ago. And I have enjoyed it. I have gained a number of good friends. But one of the most important things is to be able to work with friends in the community to make our community better. We have a similar focus, and we work a lot through the arts, which doubles into what I really care about.
So tell us more about the arts.
The arts are alive and well, and I always say that African Americans have never been eliminated from artistic genius, only opportunity. And so in organizations like ours, we take it very seriously, and we promote the art of African Americans. I had the honor of being the National Director of the Arts for the Links, which helped us to define the national programming. And we have been able to create programs that allow us to not only present great artists to our children, but also to encourage our children and our communities to become artists.
Now, you've seen so much. You've talked about the artists, the 40 years. What sticks out when you think about when you were inducted until this moment right now?
It's a great honor. And that sticks out in my mind. But it's also developing relationships. It's developing relationships with like-minded people who are eager to conserve our community, our legacy, and to promote things that matter to our community. And we do it unapologetically and with a great deal of commitment. And when you have so many dynamic women, as I have found in the Links, working on projects that improve our community, we can't help but make it better. And we're known all over for being involved in worthwhile projects within our communities.
Well, on behalf of Black Video News, we thank you. We thank the Links. We thank your history, 40 years, and we are looking forward to another 40 years.
Let's go for it.
Hello, my name is Roxanne Thomas-Chagua, and I'm the Western Area Director for the Links Incorporated. I have responsibility for 59 chapters in the Links Incorporated in 10 states in the Western area. And that area covers geographically from Alaska to Hawaii and then east to Texas. The Links Incorporated has been around for 70 plus years doing community service work. And our main mission is to serve those in predominantly African American communities. And we do try to structure and implement programs for the underserved in those communities. We specifically target scholarships for children seeking higher education, youth programs in the area of STEM, that's a very big initiative we have now, and STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. We also do arts programming, and we do programming for senior citizens, mostly related to health, dieting, and exercise.
Considering the state of education in our country today, what do you see as the biggest goal and push of Links Incorporated?
We believe right now one of the biggest pushes that we're focusing on, and which we think is critically important for our children and also for this country, is education in the STEM-related fields. Many of the jobs today require some level of competence in STEM-related fields. Even if you're not pursuing a field in STEM, there will be, given our current environment, some type of technological competence that's going to be required. So we are really working very, very hard to make sure that we close the digital divide. Our children tend not to be as familiar or as aware of computers and all of their capabilities as other children. So we work very, very hard to bring computers in, to give them computer training, but to also try to spark some interest in these STEM-related fields, because we sorely need not only people working in STEM-related fields, but we need our children to look at those areas in health and the sciences that particularly impact our communities.
So before we close and go home and let all this beautiful dancing wear off and the beautiful food we ate wear off, when you speak about STEM, for all the children and youth who are watching this, how can they find out about a scholarship through Links Incorporated?
As I mentioned earlier, there are 59 chapters in the Western area, all of whom have some type of STEM-related initiative. The easiest way to find or access them is really online. If you just go to the Western Area website, which is walinks.org, you will see a listing of all of those chapters, all 59, with contact information. You can reach out to those individual chapters, find out what their initiative is, what their scholarship offerings are, the amount of those scholarships, and when those scholarship offerings take place.
Thank you so much. You're doing a wonderful service, and this is beautiful. And we thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, more on Black Video News. Welcome back to Black Video News. We are at the 17th Annual Western Gala. We have 8, we are party, we're getting ready to close out. But before we do that, I have a special guest.
Father Kevin Faust, Holy Redeemer Catholic Church.
All right, Mr. Holy Redeemer Catholic Church, sum this beautiful event up in the best sentence you can think of.
Good night, everybody. It's time to close down.
You say close down, but you didn't tell everybody what they missed.
Oh, this was a great party, the Links Western Gala. Great meal, great music, great silent auction, Linktinis, just a lot of energy and just a lot of fun here tonight. Raising money for scholarships.
Now, I got a question to ask you. Father, I've never seen this outfit before. So is this what you wear to church or just when it's a Western Gala?
Just the Western Gala. Every year it comes out. So this year I added the bolo.
Oh, you added the bolo. So there's no chance of us seeing you do this in service on Sunday?
Probably not.
On that note, we're going to close out the 17th Annual Western Gala with what do we say?
Good night.
Good night. We don't say good night, y'all?
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all. Thank you for watching Black Video News.